First of all, I welcome all the students and the participants who are attending this live lecture. Today in this live lecture, we shall discuss the next type of a function, and that function is called as the Mangoldt function. Now, before starting the Mangoldt function, we shall define here, we shall define the Dirichlet's inverse and Mobius inverse formula. Before starting the Mangoldt function, we shall define Dirichlet's inversion and Mobius inversion formula. Okay. So, first of all, I write the Dirichlet and inversion and Mobius inversion formula. Okay. Write down number 1, definition. Dirichlet's inversion formula. Now, first of all, we define the Dirichlet's inversion formula. We know that the formula for the inverse, according to the definition of inverse, if f and g are two functions such that f into g is equals to I means the identity function, f into g is equals to I, then we can say that g is the inverse of f and f is the inverse of g. So, inverse, first of all I express this, write this definition. If f is an arithmetical function, with f of 1 is not equals to 0, then there is a unique, function f inverse. There is a unique inversion function f inverse is called Dirichlet's inverse function. Inverse function such that f star f inverse, which is equals to f inverse star f, which is equals to I. See here, this is the definition of the inverse function, Dirichlet inverse function. If f is an arithmetical function with f of 1 is not equals to 0, f of 1 is not equals to 0, then there is another unique function f inverse called Dirichlet's inversion such that f star f inverse is equals to f inverse star f is equals to I. Now, we can give the formula for the inverse function. See here, formula for the inverse function Now we can define the formula for the inverse function. See this. We know that f inverse is the inverse function of f. आता या ठिकाणी f इनवर्स हा इनवर्स फंक्शन आहे f चा, त्याला डिफाइन केला जातो f इनवर्स ऑफ 1 is equals to 1 upon f of 1 and f inverse of n, this is the formula for the inverse function, minus 1 upon f of 1 into summation d divides n f of n by d into f inverse of d for n greater than 1. This is the formula for the inversion. This is the formula for inversion. So, f inverse of n is equals to minus 1 upon f of 1 into summation d divides summation f of n by d into f inverse of d. This is the formula for the Dirichlet's inversion. Similarly, we can define, next we can define the Mobius inversion. Formula for the Mobius inversion, before the representation of Mobius inversion formula, we shall define the unit function. Definition, next definition of unit function. Okay, the unit function denoted by u, denoted by u, and to be a arithmetic function, arithmetical function such that u of n is equals to 1 for all n. See this. This is the unit function. Unit function. The unit function is denoted by u, and to be a arithmetical function such that u of n is equals to 1. This is 1. U of n is equals to 1 is called the unit function. याला काय म्हटलं जातं? युनिट फंक्शन म्हटलं जातं. मग युनिट फंक्शनचे काही नोट आहेत पहा. नोट here. Summation, we know that here, number 1, summation d divides n, mu of d is equals to I of n. Then the multiplication function, mu star u is equals to I. So we can write this as mu and u are Dirichlet. Dirichlet inversion of each other. या कन्सेप्ट आहेत, या डेफिनेशन आहेत, या तुम्हाला असंच लक्षात ठेवावं लागेल. इथं पहा summation summation d divides n, mu of d is equals to I of n. I means what? Students सांगा रे, I म्हणजे काय? I means the identity function, and identity function, and u means the unit function. So u of n is equals to 1. So mu star u is equals to I. So we can say that mu and u are the Dirichlet's inversion of each other. So we can write here u is equals to mu inverse or mu is equals to u inverse. Okay, या नोट लक्षात ठेवा. नोट हे जे फॉर्म्युले आहेत ते जे नोट आहेत ते लक्षात ठेवा. दिस इज द युनिट फंक्शन. This is the definition of Dirichlet's inversion. This is the formula for the Dirichlet's inversion formula. Now we shall discuss the next Mobius inversion formula. Mobius inversion formula. तर आता या ठिकाणी आपल्याला Mobius inversion formula डिफाइन करायचा आहे. Mobius inversion formula. Next, third, Mobius inversion formula. Now, definition for the Mobius inversion formula. Actually, there are two functions in the Mobius function which satisfies the condition of the inversion. See here, the equation Mobius function f of n, which is equals to summation d divides n g of d. This implies that g of n means the inversion of f, which is equals to summation d divides n f of d into mu of n divides d. Similarly, we can say that also, suppose this is a 1, this is a 2, here also लिहिण्याच्यामध्ये here लिहू, here 1 implies 2, or we can write and 2 implies 1. अगर यहाँ पे see this, if this condition satisfies, f of n is equals to summation d divides n f of d. This implies that g of n is equals to summation over d divides n f of d into mu of d divided by n. If this condition first true, then condition second hold. If this condition second holds, then we can say that condition first is true. This is called the Mobius inversion formula. या कंडिशनला आपण काय म्हणतो? Mobius inversion formula म्हणतो. हे लक्षात ठेवा. हे चांगल्या पद्धतीने लक्षात घ्या, तुम्हाला येऊन जाईल सर्व. ठीक आहे. Now next we shall discuss the next function, that is Mangoldt function. The next heading is of the Mangoldt function. What is the definition of Mangoldt function? And we have to construct the table for Mangoldt function. आता या Mangoldt function म्हणजे काय आणि त्याचा टेबल आपल्याला इथं construct करायचा आहे. See this. Definition of the Mangoldt function. Mangoldt function. The next arithmetical function is Mangoldt function. Denoted by capital lambda. Mangoldt function is denoted by capital lambda, and which plays a central role in the distribution of primes. In the distributions of primes. Okay. Now we shall define the next function, that is a Mangoldt function. Definition of Mangoldt function. Definition of Mangoldt function. See this definition. For every integer n is greater than or equals to 1, we define lambda of n is equals to log p if n is equals to p raised to m, where p is a prime and m is greater than or equals to 1, and the value of lambda of n is equals to 0 if otherwise. यहाँ पे if लिखने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, otherwise. See this is the definition of the Mangoldt function. Now the Mangoldt function means for every integer n greater than or equals to 1, we define a function lambda of n. For every integer n greater than 1, we define the function capital lambda of n is equals to log p if n is equals to p raised to m, where p is prime and m is the integer which is greater than 1. Okay, greater than or equals to 1. Otherwise 0. Value of lambda n is otherwise 0. Now we can construct, see this example problem, construct the Mangoldt function table for n is equals to 1 to 10. Now, as like a previous example, here we have to construct, we have to draw the table, short table for n is equals to 1 to 10 for Mangoldt function lambda of n. Okay. तर Mangoldt function ची definition तुम्ही व्यवस्थित लक्षात ठेवा. What is the Mangoldt function? According to the definition of the Mangoldt function, for every integer n greater than or equals to 1, we define the function lambda of n is equals to log of p if n is equals to p raised to m, where p is a prime, p is any prime, and m is greater than or equals to 1. If n is equals to p raised to m is this condition does not satisfies, then we can say that the value of Mangoldt function lambda of n is equals to 0. This is the simple definition. This is a simple definition. चला रे स्टुडंट्स, आता तुम्हाला हा टेबल कंस्ट्रक्ट करायचा आहे सर्वांना. तर वी शॅल कंस्ट्रक्ट धिस टेबल. फर्स्ट, for n is equals to 1, we have to find out lambda 1. Therefore, n is equals to 1. आता 1 पहा, तुम्हाला माहित आहे 1 is not a prime. 1 is not a prime. If we can write n is equals to p raised to m, here p is a prime. Students, 1 हा प्राइम आहे का? नाही. तर सर्वात लहान प्राइम कुठला आहे सांगा बरे. Here if we select n is equals to 1, then we can't write p raised to m. P means prime, 1 is not a prime. N is equals to 1. We can write 1 raised to 1. 1 can be replaced by 1 raised to 1. If this here 1 can be represented as 1 raised to n, but this 1 is not prime. 1 is not prime. If we can't express n is equals to p raised to m, then the value of this Mangoldt function lambda n is equals to 0. So we can write this Mangoldt function value, that is 0. Therefore, lambda of n, which is equals to lambda of n is equals to lambda of 1 is equals to 0. Second, if we take n is equals to 2, आता n is equals to 2 घ्या. Therefore, n is equals to 2 raised to 1, that is equals to p raised to m. Here p is equals to 2 is a prime and m is greater than or equals to 1. So, according to the definition of the Mangoldt function, we can write lambda of n is equals to log p. Therefore, lambda of n is equals to log p. Therefore, lambda of 2 is equals to log 2. बरोबर आहे का रे स्टुडंट्स? चला रे, आन्सर का देत नाही? आन्सर द्यायचं सर्वांनी. नंबर 3, n is equals to 3. Therefore, n is equals to 3 raised to 1, that is equals to p raised to m. P means prime, that is a 3. M is equals to 1, means greater than or equals to 1. M is equals to 1. M is equals to 1, which is greater than or equals to 1. Therefore, lambda of 3 is equals to log of 3. Next, we can write 4. If we take n is equals to 4, चला रे सांगा, व्हॅल्यू सांगा. स्टुडंट्स, सर्व स्टुडंट्स काय झालं? आन्सर सांगा रे. कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आन्सर काय तर n is equals to 4. So therefore n is equals to 4, which can be written as 2 raised to 2, which can be written as p raised to m. Therefore p is equals to 2, which is a prime, and m is equals to 2, which is greater than or equals to 1. यानी कि both the conditions satisfies according to the Mangoldt function. So we can apply the definition. चला रे स्टुडंट्स, आन्सर का नाही सांगत? रुपाली, हां, भाग्यश्री देवके, व्हेरी गुड. आन्सर सांगा रे प्रत्येकाने. आता मॅनगोल्ड फंक्शनची व्हॅल्यू सांगा. देअरफॉर लॅम्बडा ऑफ एन इज इक्वल्स टू लॉग पी. देअरफॉर लॅम्बडा ऑफ 4 इज इक्वल्स टू log of 2. Fifth, for n is equals to 5. हां, चला स्टुडंट्स व्हॅल्यू सांगा रे. आन्सर काय देत नाही, आन्सर सांगा. n is equals to 5. Therefore n is equals to 5 which is equals to 5 raised to 1. 5 raised to 1 which is equals to p raised to m. That means p is equals to 5 which is a prime and m is equals to 1 which is greater than or equals to 1. Therefore we can write lambda of 5 is equals to log of 5. This is the value of Mangoldt function for n is equals to 5. This is the value of Mangoldt function for n is equals to 5. हां, ओके. असे आन्सर देत चला फास्ट. जिथं फक्त डेफिनेशन्स असतात, जिथं फक्त स्टेटमेंट्स आहेत, तिथं आन्सर द्यायची गरज नाही. पण जेव्हा असे प्रॉब्लेम क्वेश्चन आन्सर प्रॉब्लेम चालू असतं, तिथं आन्सर देत चला तुम्ही. 6. For n is equals to 6, that is n is equals to 6 can be written as 2 into 3 which is of the form p1 raised to m into p2 raised to m2. So we can't write this as which is not equals to p raised to m. आपल्याला कसं पाहिजे, फक्त p raised to m पाहिजे. इथं p1 p2 वेगवेगळे आलेले आहेत. मग p एकच प्राइम पाहिजे आणि m ग्रेटर दॅन 1 पाहिजे. इथं दोन वेगवेगळे प्राइम्स आले. सो वी कॅन राईट धिस. देअरफॉर लॅम्बडा ऑफ n इज इक्वल्स टू 0. देअरफॉर लॅम्बडा ऑफ 6 इज इक्वल्स टू 0. लक्षात आलं का रे? इथं दोन प्राइम आहेत फक्त. वी नीड ओनली अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेफिनेशन p रेज टू m. हमें खाली एक ही प्राइम चाहिए. यहाँ पे अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेफिनेशन we get here two primes. First is 2 and second is 3. It is not necessary, which do not satisfies the condition of the Mangoldt function. That is definition of the Mangoldt function. Now for n is equals to 7. Chala re students, now calculate this for n is equals to 7. Therefore n is equals to 7, that can be written as a 7 raised to 1, that can be written as a p raised to m. 7 is a prime, m is 1, so p is equals to m 7 which is a prime and m is equals to 1 which is greater than or equals to 1. इथं एक मिस्टेक झाले. m is equals to 1 which is greater than or equals to 1. So this satisfies the condition of the Mangoldt function. So we can write as lambda of 7 is equals to log of 7. Lambda of 7 is equals to log of 7. Next, n is equals to 8. Therefore n is equals to 8, that can be written as 2 raised to 3 which is of the form p raised to m. That means p is equals to 2, m is equals to 3 which is greater than or equals to 1. Therefore the Mangoldt function lambda of 8 equals to किती येतो रे स्टुडंट्स? चला सांगा. Find the value of lambda 8 Mangoldt function for n is equals to 8. आपको लिखना है, ये सभी बच्चों को लिखना है. log of p का मतलब 2 होता है. ओके, वेरी नाइस. धनश्री काळे, भाग्यश्री देवके, वेरी गुड. नाउ नेक्स्ट 9. for n is equals to 9, therefore n is equals to 9, that can be written as a 3 raised to 2, which is of the form p raised to m. So here p is equals to 3, m is equals to 2, which must be greater than or equals to 1. Therefore, according to the Mangoldt function, lambda of n is equals to log of e. Therefore, lambda of 9 is equals to log of 3. Log of 3 येतं, log of 3, okay. आणि last 10, n is equals to 10. n is equals to 10 म्हणजेच n is equals to 10, that can be written as 2 into 5, means 2 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 1, that is p1 into p2, which is not equals to p raised to m. Single prime पाहिजे, so we can write lambda of n is equals to, किती येतो रे, काय ते व्हॅल्यू, किरण जाधव, रूपाली कुमटेकर, वैभव पवार, प्रतीक्षा पवार, पूजा आटोळकर, रूपाली वाघे, गायत्री पांढरे, हाँ, which is equals to 0. Therefore, the short table for Mangoldt function is this is n, this is the lambda of n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and out of that side 10. Okay, now put the values. Lambda of 1 is equals to 0, lambda of 2 is equals to log 2, lambda of 3 is equals to log 3, 0, log 2, log 3, log 2, log 5, 0, log 7, log 2, log 3, and the last value log of 0 नहीं है. सुभद्रा जंगम, we can't write log 0, log 0 नहीं है. डेफिनेशन पहा, log 0 घेता येत नाही. व्हेरी गुड भाग्यश्री देवके, यू आर करेक्ट. सुभद्रा, log 0 ची व्हॅल्यू इन्फिनिटी होते. we can't take the log 0, only 0. ओके, अशा पद्धतीनं हा इथं आपण मॅनगोल्ट फंक्शन डिफाइन केलेला आहे. Now there is a relation between Mangoldt function and the product function such as here we can write this. Now note that here Mangoldt function, note number 1, if n is greater than or equals to 1, then log of n is equals to summation over d divides n lambda of d. That means log n means Mangoldt function. Log n means which is equivalent to Mangoldt function under the condition p raised to m. So we can write this in the form of a power. यालाच आपल्याला फॉर्म ऑफ अ पॉवर मध्ये लिहिता येतो. कसं लिहिता येईल मग? या ठिकाणी वी कॅन यूज दॅट पॉवर. ठीक आहे. म्हणजेच इफ p raised to m condition satisfies, then lambda of d, then Mangoldt function, summation of a Mangoldt function when d divides n, which gives as a log n, summation d divides n, Mangoldt function log d. हे तुम्ही करून पाहू शकता. एवढं काही आन्सर म्हणजे याचं टिपिकल नाही आहे. 1 मिनिट. ओके. आता याच्यावरचे प्रॉब्लेम्स आपल्याला घ्यायचे आहेत, पण वेट. Mangoldt फंक्शन. ओके. आता या ठिकाणी हा थेरम किंवा ही कंडिशन सुद्धा प्रूव्ह होऊ शकते. आज जर तुम्हाला प्रूव्ह दॅट करा म्हटलं तर हे आपल्याला प्रूव्ह पण करता येतं, पण आताच गरज नाही आहे त्याचं. नेक्स्ट एक थेरम आहे, हा प्रूव्ह दॅट म्हणून विचारला जातो. नेक्स्ट वी आर वन मिनिट. here second note, if n is greater than or equals to 1, then capital lambda of n is equals to summation d divides n mu of d into log of n divides d, or that can be written as, or note लक्षात घ्या, lambda of n is equals to summation d divides n. How to write this? That can minus summation d divides n mu of d into log of d. आता हे एक्झाम मध्ये प्रूव्ह दॅट म्हणून विचारतात. हा थेरम खूप महत्त्वाचा आहे. प्रूव्ह दॅट म्हणून विचारतात, त्यामुळे याचं थेरम घेऊ. राईट डाऊन थेरम. We shall discuss this by the theorem. We can prove this by the theorem. If n is greater than or equals to 1, then prove that lambda of n is equals to summation d divides n mu of d into log of n divides d, or which is equals to minus summation d divides n mu of d log of d. Okay. Now we have to prove this theorem. आता हा theorem आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचा आहे. This is the theorem regarding Mangoldt function. So proof. Now we shall prove this theorem one by one we shall discuss. We know that the Mobius inversion formula, Mobius inversion formula आपल्याला माहित आहे. Yet we know that log of n, what is the formula of log of n is equals to, according to the condition this, log of n is equals to summation d divides n summation over d division lambda of d. Okay, summation d division lambda of d. Now by the Mobius inversion formula, inverting equation 1, by the Mobius inversion formula, how we can write, students? That is lambda of n, which is equals to summation over d division mu of d into log of n by d, which is equals to, this can be written as summation d division mu of d into log m divided by log n, that can be written as log n minus log of d. So we can multiply this. आता याला multiply करा, that is equals to, which is equals to summation over d division, we can write mu of d into log n minus summation d division, we can write mu of d into log d. But we know that this log n is the condition under d division, so we can write log n summation over d division mu of d minus, we can write this as a summation d division mu of d log of d. See this. Now we can check this for ओके. तर अशा पद्धतीने हा लिहू शकता तुम्ही. That is equals to log of n. The value of a log of n according to the given condition, we can write I of n into, see this, summation over d division mu of d, summation over d division mu of d see this. From this note first, summation over d division mu of d, we can write I of n. So use this summation over mu of d into is equals to I of n, as it is log n minus summation of mu of d into log d, and this value of I of n into log n identity function, but for all n this is a lambda of n. So lambda of n is equals to I of n into log n, which is always 0, minus summation of mu of d into log d. इथं कारण द्या, since I of n into log n, which is equals to 0 for all n. So we get a result lambda of n is equals to minus summation over d divides n how we can write mu of d into log of d, and hence proved. खूप सिंपल थेरम आहे, सिंपल प्रूफ आहे, पण खूप महत्त्वाचं प्रूफ आहे, लक्षात घ्या. दिस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट प्रूफ. हा जो आहे ना, हा प्रूफ खूप महत्त्वाचा आहे. चांगल्या पद्धतीने याला लिहून घ्या. दिस इज द प्रूफ. दिस गिव्स द रिलेशन बिटवीन लॉग डी, मॅनगोल्ट फंक्शन. ओके, दिस इज द डेफिनेशन फॉर द मॅनगोल्ट फंक्शन. मॅनगोल्ट फंक्शनसाठी ही कंडिशन तुम्हाला वापरायचे, तुम्ही हे घेऊ शकता. ठीक आहे. तर अशा पद्धतीनं हा थेरम प्रूफ होतो. सिंपल आहे प्रूफ, काही अडचण नाही. फक्त लॉगमध्ये इथं वापरला फॉर्म्युला, इथं एकच महत्त्वाचा फॉर्म्युला आहे हा. लॉग ऑफ ए डिवाइड बाय बी कॅन बी रिटन ॲज लॉग ए मायनस लॉग बी. आणि याच्यानुसार सेपरेट करा आणि फॉर्म्युला वापरा, म्हणजे होऊन जातो. काहीच अडचण नाही. ओके, ठीक आहे. तर या ठिकाणी हा मॅनगोल्ट फंक्शनचा जो पार्ट होता तो संपला. आणि त्याच्या अगोदरचे होते ते फक्त डेफिनेशन लक्षात ठेवा. डेफिनेशन फॉर द मोबियस इन्व्हर्शन, डेफिनेशन फॉर द डिरिचलेट्स इन्व्हर्शन. डिरिचलेट इन्व्हर्शन आणि मोबियस इन्व्हर्शनच्या डेफिनेशन लक्षात ठेवा. आणि या ठिकाणी इथं मात्र हे पण थेरमचं प्रूफ करा. हा महत्त्वाचा थेरम आहे, याला वाटलं तर IMP करून घ्या. सर्वांनी चांगल्या पद्धतीने अभ्यास करा. बहुतेक तुमची परीक्षा फेब्रुवारीच्या पहिल्या किंवा फेब्रुवारी महिन्यामध्ये तुमची एक्झाम होण्याची पॉसिबिलिटी आहे. थर्ड सेमिस्टरचं तुमचं एक्झाम होण्याची पॉसिबिलिटी आहे. त्यामुळे चांगल्या पद्धतीनं तुम्ही अभ्यास करा. काही अडचण आली तर विचारा, आपण ते सॉल्व करू. या ठिकाणी आज आपण थांबू. नाउ वी शॅल डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट फंक्शन, दॅट इज अ मल्टिप्लिकेटिव्ह फंक्शन फ्रॉम टुमॉरो. ओके, नाउ